What if Goku was raised by the Grand Priest? Well, this is kind of a simple answer, but yet not so simple. Anyways, Goku, I think, would grow up in a realm of immense power and wisdom. Now, that's a given, right? With divine level training from the start, and imagine him mastering Ultra Instinct essentially as a teenager instead of where he is as an adult now, because that would be the realistic time frame that he'd probably get to that point. His power levels, of course, would be off the charts, learning divine techniques and new forms of power. Goku's control over his ki would be unparalleled, obviously giving him an advantage. And obviously, being raised by the Grand Priest would have Goku be more disciplined and wise. He'd still have his Saiyan instincts, but with a deeper understanding of the multiverse. His sense of justice would align with divine principles, making him a balanced warrior. His relationship would change too. His rivalry with Vegeta might be less intense, and he'd be closer to angels like Whis and Vados. Major battles would be different. Villains like Frieza, Cell, obviously would not stand a chance. Goku would obviously become a multiverse guardian, protecting weaker universes and playing a crucial role like the events.
What if Goku was raised by Whis? This is a little bit of an unfair question because considering that Whis is an angel and the angels are even stronger than the gods of destruction in Dragon Ball Super, I mean, Goku's already at a point where he is approaching that deity-like status in regards to his power, but if he's raised by Whis, I mean, is there even any limit to Goku's power? To me, Goku masters Ultra Instinct way before most of the arcs that have happened in Dragon Ball have probably happened. Most likely. Of course, as a Saiyan warrior, he still needs to have fights and battles in order to get stronger, since that's how the Saiyan warrior race has achieved their power and their status over their existence. But if he's raised by Whis, who can tell him about Ultra Instinct essentially from an early age as a child, as opposed to 40, 50 years later in his adult years where he is now currently in the story, I mean, his power is untapped. It's unlimited, and to me, I'm glad that it's not actually a thing that happened in Dragon Ball. It wouldn't be fun.
What if Goku was raised on Namek? This is an interesting question because I think we have to take a couple of things into consideration first. One, who's going to be raising Goku? Obviously, it's not going to be Piccolo. It's going to be an elder Namekian, obviously with much more age, much more experience. Two, what type of fighter would Goku be? We have to look at how Piccolo fights and even how Gohan fights, since Gohan has been mentored by Piccolo. I think it'd be awesome to see Goku use more of Piccolo's techniques and traits when it comes to fighting, and I think that would manifest itself into Goku being a much different fighter than we know of today. I still think because of plot armor and because of his Saiyan heritage, his Saiyan bloodline, so to speak, Goku's going to be strong. He's going to be formidable. Is he going to be as strong as he currently is now? I don't know. I mean, you see Piccolo has upped his game with his new orange transformation, essentially. So it's not to say that Goku still wouldn't be close to an Ultra Instinct level, but the way he gets there would be entirely different. And I think that would be the really cool thing about him being raised on Goku was raised on planet Vegeta. Now, this is kind of a weird question because are we saying that planet Vegeta was never destroyed by Frieza at quote-unquote command of Lord Beerus? Therefore, Planet Vegeta stays intact for as long as we know, till present modern day Dragon Ball, and Goku actually never goes to Earth. I mean, you're talking about the entire timeline and story that we know of being completely 360 night and day different. So if Goku's on Planet Vegeta, growing up, gosh, I mean, I think Goku's character would feature more like Bardock, and when I say Bardock, I don't even really mean Dragon Ball Super Bardock. I mean like old DBZ, technically non-canon Bardock, the more kind of grittier side of Bardock's character. That's who I would imagine Goku would be growing up on planet Vegeta, having to spar with the other Saiyans that we have obviously come to know of in the series, and possibly others that would survive since the planet would be intact. Goku in the entire story of Dragon Ball would be completely different than what we know of currently today in any realm or space.